Let's see, where is it? But I know it's definitely in the Shade Room. Shade Room will definitely post it. So Beyonce supposedly dropped tickets for her upcoming tour, right? And there was an article that came out that said people weren't copping tickets or the ticket sales were stalling. And let me look for that article. Which, by the way, I'm wondering how... here we go. Kicks off. Okay. I guess it was kind of like this. So as Beyonce Cowboy Carter tour kicks off, thousands of cheap tickets are still for sale, right? Saying some of the tickets have even dipped as low as $57.50. Now, historically, Beyonce's tickets are really expensive, and they're saying the mere fact they're this cheap is because people don't want to go. Okay, they said just months ago, a fan could expect to spend up to $800 for a pre-sale ticket to the opening night of Beyonce's concert. But in hours before the doors were set to open, tickets for the night one of the tour dipped as low to $57.50, as thousands of seats appear to remain available in resale market and on Ticketmaster. Some of Beyonce's upcoming show haven't had a dramatic price drop. But prices are falling to a varying degree all across her tour dates, with several stadiums offering up significant chunks of their seats for the night of her tour. The lower prices have generated a mix of surprise and resentment, with some concert goers online saying that this is the latest instance in which they felt frustration over the ticket buying process, as concert tickets have continued to increase in recent years. So, 2, consumer backlash at ticketing companies. Okay, bet. So, this whole idea is that either Beyonce ain't that hot no more, or just like how they complained with Taylor Swift, they claim that Ticketmaster is fucking up the process of allowing people to buy tickets. Let me see if I can find 50's post again. Twitter's just the best place to search, huh?
Ooh.
50 Cent ticket.
Hey, I can get the ticket for $269 with the discount code. Ooh.
50 Cent Beyonce. Okay, where is it? I'm just trying to find the screenshot. Okay, so 50 Cent says, shit getting real out here. Hey, the tickets ain't selling. And this is how petty 50 is. Obviously, 50 is just trying to poke fun at, Beyonce and claiming, what the fuck is this? Paramount Plus, just like, what the fuck? Oh, so he's just trying to clown Beyonce, claiming that the tickets won't sell. Obviously trying to get a J. He don't like J nor Beyonce. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think 50 should chill out. Beyonce's tour is gonna sell out. This is where they want. These Akademiks birthday live podcast. I don't have to deal with Live Nation, right? Because they're gonna sell out. Life, tour dates, right? So there's so many different ways. For example, all these are 8,000 that he's supposed to. Oh my god, I can't fucking find it. Can I? Did they delete it? Okay, it's deleted. Jesus. Okay, can I find anybody that has the dates?
Okay, maybe
Heads Arenas. Okay, they won't. Oh my god.
Okay, maybe this is not. Hold on, let me see.
When you get to they get flopped. So like 50's getting a joke off because they ran some articles, which by the way, more money, right? The point.
$1 worth my diamond.
Up, man.
All right, maybe this is not the one. Okay, let me skip all this shit. All right, maybe we can skip this shit. Yeah, I think we can skip this one. Yeah, we can skip this shit right here. All right, I thought that was about. No, we can skip this one. All right, let's skip this one. All right, Charlotte did that.
Any hip hop artist.
Here we go. Here we go right here.
Obviously Beyonce's of the same level, kind of. Bad Bunny's a little bit lower, and Taylor Swift is the highest. Like, Taylor Swift charges basically an arm and a fucking leg if you want to go see her concerts. So, maybe surprising to you, Kendrick breaks a record. He's breaking records with Gate. And what's happening is that when you do a stadium show, remember I told you when Drake was going around, Drake charges the highest ticket price for any hip-hop artist. Obviously, Beyonce's of the same level, kind of. Bad Bunny's a little bit lower, and Taylor Swift is the highest. Like, Taylor Swift charges basically an arm and a fucking leg if you want to go see her concerts. So, what does that do? If you go to a venue that holds 17,000, if you're charging on average $400, or let's not say $400, $300 for 17,000 seats, you're going to rack up a gate price of a good amount. So there's touring companies and touring data agencies that they actually monitor this, not only for Live Nation, for other things, but that's how they kind of rank artists. They kind of see where they're strong at, where they're weak at, whatever, and they also get to track the money. For example, again, when Drake went to Madison Square Garden, all those shows gained around 4.5 million, right? It was around, like, we could look at it, right? Drake, It's a Blur tour. If we look at it, which by the way, this is the highest grossing tour of all time in hip hop, $320 million. But if we look at how it worked out, let's go to Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden, which is here. He did, let's see, he did 3 shows, and 3 shows turned into $13 million. Actually, 14. Let's just call it 14. 14 divided by 3. I mean, it's $4.5 million, right? So the average for what Drake was grossing in ticket sales was $4.5 million, right? Now, here's the thing. In Madison Square Garden, because if we do 3 divided by this, I'll do it on the side, because that was the attendance, 51,000. 51 divided by 3. So the sellout was 17,000 each time. So 17,200, okay? Now, why I'm not surprised that Kendrick is breaking records for rap is because, other than Eminem, these rappers don't do stadium tours, even though we know they could do stadium tours, okay? For example, if you could do 50,000 people in Madison Square Garden and 65,000 people in Barclays. They're both in New York City. You're doing 110,000 people in New York City. That means you could have done Yankee Stadium. And I think Yankee Stadium would probably be like 40,000. Or MetLife, 30 to 40,000 people. Okay? So Drake could absolutely do a stadium. For whatever reason, don't do a stadium, right? So I'm not surprised when we see stadium shows, one show gross more than an arena show. That just makes sense. A stadium will hold 40,000. An arena will hold 17,000.
Because he's scared.
Right? So,
because he's scared, that's why.
Yeah. Kendrick is moving around and breaking records for hip hop. Now, they're being kind of like really odd by saying black male artists. And anytime you see the word black male artist, these are PR blasts. I don't know if this person is getting paid for it, but when they say black male artist instead of rapper, that means they're trying to also throw a little shade at The Weeknd, because The Weeknd is the only black male pop star who does insane fucking numbers, okay? So when they say black male artist, and by the way, Weeknd's team, XO, they use that terminology to compare him and Drake, because Drake will have all these records like, he's the rapper with the most streams, and then The Weeknd's team will be like, well, he's not the male black artist with the most streams, okay? Because obviously The Weeknd is R&B. Anyway, so Kendrick Lamar show in Arlington, Texas has broken the record for the highest grossing concert ever performed by a black male artist, $11.8 million. Now, let's see. Arlington, Texas. Let's look at the GNX tour right quick. GNX tour. All right, GNX tour. All right, so Arlington, where's Arlington at? So this is AT&T Stadium, right? Let's see how much it holds, capacity. So the capacity for that is 80,000. Holy shit. Now, we don't know how much of the stadium, it's not gonna be 80,000. That's for like a football game. And a football game means only the field is like occupied and then fans can sit all around. It's a 360 view. Most times with artists, they use 270 because they're not gonna have you behind the stage. They're gonna have a lead out to the stage, so they'll have you 270, right? So they'll never have as much as a football game would pull or could pull. Now, I'm going to believe that all Kendrick shows are sold out. Again, I've told y'all this whole thing. At the highest level with these guys, Beyonce, Kendrick, Sabrina Carpenter, fucking Taylor Swift, everybody like that, like, they're so locked in with Live Nation. Like, Live Nation ain't going to make them flop. You get what I'm saying? They're going to make sure that bitch is sold out. So let's be realistic. So if this place could hold 80,000, I'm going to think that the capacity probably was 50 to 60. Okay? And I think that's a very good conservative ballpark guess. We're guessing right now. 50 to 60,000 people. I think it holds more than NRG Stadium, right? Yeah, that has a capacity of 72K, and US Bank Stadium has definitely just not as big, right? So yes, makes sense. And by the way, I think Kendrick is breaking his own records because he's the only one going on the stadium tours. And by the way, I am very impressed and proud of him for doing it. Rappers have been scared of the stadium tour, and I'm here to say I like the fact that Kendrick's doing it. I want to put out.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good job, Akademiks. There you go. I'm proud of you, man. You can't be a hater all your life. There you go. There you go. Give him some props, man. Give him some props, man. You ain't got to be a hater all your life. There you go.
Put out a public challenge out there, because all of these rappers that I'm going to name could do it. Of course, Ye would do it and would have done it, but we know stadiums, Live Nation ain't fucking with him. By the way, Anthony, thank you for the gifted membership. But I do challenge all these artists. I challenge Travis Scott. Your next tour should be an arena tour. No, not arena. I mean a stadium tour. I challenge Drake. You should be like, you're not making arena music anymore. You're making stadium music. We want to see you in that stadium, buddy.
There we go.
I'm trying to think who else could be in a stadium. Future, I think he's still arena. You see, what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to encourage artists like Travis and Drake. Go meet that little leprechaun nigga in them stadiums and leave the arenas for the futures. Like leprechaun. Future, that's his ball game. An arena. Y'all niggas need to graduate to stadiums now. It is what it is. Let's call it a spade a spade. You feel what I'm saying? Who else y'all think could do an arena in hip hop?
Leprechaun.
Youngboy's arena. See, leave the arenas for Youngboy. Youngboy, Future, Rod Wave, they do arenas. Drake, you shouldn't be doing the same venue with Rod Wave. No disrespect. You should be doing the same venue with YB. No disrespect. You should be doing the same venues. No, I wouldn't say Future necessarily. It's just that, you see, Future is such a trap nigga and a hood nigga. It's the people who sell a lot of tickets, you got to attract a lot of girls. Okay? Got to attract a lot of girls. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. And again, I'm trying to be as fair as possible, but every time I speak on Kendrick and Drake, either fan base, like, the extremists I've always told you that's in both fan bases, they take pieces of what I say and they try to use for their own purposes. Okay? Now, I'll say this. I do think what Kendrick is doing is slightly cheating. Kendrick, I'm proud of you, but it is slightly cheating though, okay? And it's not me talking ill on him. And I'm glad that he's breaking records because I think he's set the new bar for hip hop.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's get these rappers to perform in stadium.
Here we go. It's always something. If it ain't this, it's that. Here you go. Always got to poke a hole in something.
You know why a lot of these niggas don't want to be on that stadium light? Because you got to sing every word. Some of these niggas, like, you're going to have to put on.
No, Kendrick says all his words. All right? Listen, when you go to a concert, you ain't got to worry about Kendrick Lamar putting the microphone to the crowd, and he gonna perform every single word. He rapping. All right, you ain't gotta worry about that with Kendrick.
On a show, because when somebody's up in the nosebleed and they're like half a mile away from you and they're looking there like, is that Duckworth? Is that Aubrey? They gotta be thoroughly entertained if they're gonna be half a mile away from you in the fucking nosebleeds and the nosebleeds, and they're gonna still be singing every fucking word. They want a fucking show. Okay?
Yep.
So I actually want to challenge the entire hip hop. All y'all step the game up. Y'all gotta step the game up. Come on now. Y'all can all do stadiums. Okay? Not everybody, the people I mentioned. I would, Kanye, to me, Kendrick's a good performer. Kanye's like, to me, one of the best performers of all time. Anybody perform better than, well, I got Travis. Yeah, I got Travis over Kendrick performer. Yeah. Travis is a better performer than Kendrick. If I'm ranking performers, Kendrick is below. So number 1 is Ye. 2 is Travis. And I don't really know about the rest, but Kendrick is below that, but not too far because Kendrick's a good performer. Okay? So this is why I say Kendrick is cheating a bit. I'm still proud of him. Don't clip me out of context like I'm just trying to diss him. I'm going to give him all the accolades. Standing ovation. Congratulations, Duckworth. But this is a co-headlining tour. Okay?
So?
What they did was take 2 artists with minimal overlap in fan base, and they combined them, and both artists already were doing arena tours. So both artists could sell out 15,000, and they combined them and made them co-headliners that they could pull in most venues or most.
Hey, Drake did that too, right? Drake did the same shit, but you wasn't this technical when Drake did it.
Cities 30,000 or more, which that would be the entry level to stadiums. Okay, that's the only thing I think is a little bit cheating. Because I think honestly,
Drake did it, Jay-Z did it, Beyonce did it, but you ain't say nothing about that. Didn't Eminem did it, but now you want to be technical when it come to Kendrick, huh? What is hating ass motherfucker?